most folks that have been through the program at Rock House are really interested in hearing about how do they get a friend of theirs or a loved one into the program, because they see that they're suffering. They understand the way that the client remembers how they used to suffer in the past. They see their friend or loved one suffering, and they want that healing for them. And so that's a common question. How do I get this person into Rock House to get them some help? We've got a lot of experience with that, so we'll just kind of share some of what we've learned. And the most important thing really is to stay away from things where we try to explain the process and the details of it. It sometimes, it just seems like that really in most cases it doesn't really translate well for people to getting an understanding. Probably the most effective thing you can do is simply share your testimony. So transparently going through life and recognizing the things God's done through you through the program, the way in which you have healed, the peace that you have in places maybe you didn't have peace before. Just however you feel that you've been blessed by the program, by God through the program, then that's really what you want to share with them. And then allow their hunger for the freedom that God has for them or the healing God has for them to really come into play here, and have them respond in a way where they begin to ask you questions of, how did you get that healing? How did that change occur? So working really towards just being transparent, that's a key thing. But it's also important to not do certain things. And the not side of this would be to don't see somebody who has lost their peace, and then we come in and say, well, I've got peace now. You don't have peace. You need to go get fixed. Obviously, those strategies don't work too well. So mainly we want to count on God. We want to count on the Holy Spirit bringing conviction to people. And it's clear in the Bible, there's a lot of principles about the kingdom where when there's testimony, the Holy Spirit uses testimony to draw people into their own healing. We've seen that repeatedly here. So I hope that's helpful. Just be yourself. Be very thankful to God. Reference whenever you can are experiencing a time we feel like that this is an example of a breakthrough. Share those things transparently with the people that you want to come in, and then trust God to actually move their heart. And then, of course, they'll probably ask you, how do I make contact with Rock House? Obviously, the easy thing to do there is go online and set up an appointment, or they can just call us. And of course, you already know who Janet is, so they'll have a good conversation with Janet either way. And hopefully that will be something that they can do that will be easy for them to come in and consider getting some help from us. So there's our best thoughts. I hope that's helpful.